risk is so misunderstood. It's hurting people and it's holding people back. I have always capped my risk. I always know I have no risk of ruin. I just see certain things the way I see them. It's not reckless. You understand I have a plan. I'm just gonna go through the unseen process that makes it look like everything's blowing up around me. I start with a God-sized dream. I wake up every morning. I have a daily routine. I pray about it. I don't make a move without checking with the big guy upstairs. And so I check in a lot, and he pushes a lot. I got the pep talk after I discovered I owed the IRS $100,000. Like, the next thing put into my hand was a book, Whisper, by a friend of ours. And then Whispers by Mark Batterson, which led to Chase the Lion. So it's like, those two books, when I was in that abyss, and Ray Dalio, got me out of there. So add that to your book list. I only invest in things and invest my time with unlimited upside. Building more and more businesses is just an avenue to have more control and to suck out more risk. So we started turnkey flipping, and then we ran out of inventory. So I needed more control over my own inventory. So what wholesaling is, guys, like you guys see, I'll buy this house, ugly houses. So that's what we do in St. Louis. But some people's like starting another business, adding to your marketing budget, that's risky. And I'm like, my greatest risk right now is that I can't control my own inventory. My greatest risk right now is that I get held hostage by other wholesalers. And so I wasn't happy with our quality control on some of our rehabs. So instead of using other people's construction businesses, I'm just like, I have the principles, I know what to do, I'm gonna risk a little bit of cash. And so I was like, here's $100,000 that I'll risk starting this business. But that's why we keep blocking businesses on. It's not that I love risk, I'm trying to lower risk. I'm trying to mitigate risk constantly. So, and then, like the construction company, we understand it will not be profitable for a year. And as long as the loss is under $100K, we just keep ripping 80% solutions. Trying, testing, learning. And it drives my team insane. Like, they're like, Jimmy, we're gonna lose on this one. I'm like, I don't care. Keep moving. Learn the lessons. Go. Document everything. And then, so start with 80% solution and then move. And then here's the key denominator to measuring your risk is be constantly measuring everything. Weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually. And just tweaking, testing, learning. Like, who here is measuring their game plan weekly? Okay, so I would recommend everybody start measuring weekly. And you don't measure every number weekly. Part of the skill is you gotta know, what do I look at quarterly? What do I look at monthly? What do I look at weekly? But we can get all hyped up in this room. We can get all hyped up for this next quarter and leave here on Monday. But if you're not measuring for the next 13 weeks, you're not gonna get the boon. It's a prerequisite of the game. And then pay for your mistakes. If you get a scene loss, like, you got 12 hours to have your poopy pants. You got 12 hours to be sad about it. But that next morning, you wake up, you learn your lesson, and you move. And you just constantly rinse and repeat. And the reason I have this yin-yang symbol in there, because I'm always trying to run on that line between chaos and disorder. Like, I feel like I have a duty to run on that line. Not an option, but a duty. And quite frankly, that's why I get up every morning, and it's exciting. A lot of people feel the loss, and I still feel it. Like, I hit a loss, and I'm like, oh my God, it's all gonna fall apart. I've got a risk of ruin. My alligator brain will turn off, and I'm like, wait a minute. What does the measurement say? How am I doing? And so the measurements are how you cap your loss. So I can't stress that enough, to be measuring, because you're in chaos when you have no measurements. And your brain will be telling you everything's falling apart. One thing we preach about all the time, it's this 90-day lifestyle. So set a target, move, measure, learn, expose. Do you guys know what I mean by expose gaps? You can be a smart, intelligent person, but you cannot see behind your head. As you grow, you don't know what you don't know. You're gonna hit ceilings of complexities that you are not a priori going to be able to study or learn yourself. Reality will teach you, and mentors will teach you. So the other thing, whenever I'm into something, I'm like, what am I not seeing? And I'm constantly trying to probe, not in an insecure way, but like I'm constantly calling people for logic checks. I'm like, all I know is I know there's gaps, and I'm trying to fill them. Even though my ego is saying, no, you're great, you're awesome, no gaps to fill. And then, like, rinse and repeat. Like, I wish this was really complex, but like, it's so easy. Those are the basic things you have to do.